Okay, now that we have our practice swatch done with our all knit where we're knitting every row, and you know that the smooth V is the front of the knit stitch and the bump is the back of the knit stitch. With the purl stitch, it's just the opposite. These are called purl bumps. So these purls have the bump on the front and then it's smooth on the back. Now to do this with the Continental way, we're going to hold our yarn like we did before, but generally with purl stitches, I hold my yarn a little bit differently. I wrap it around, go over my ring finger, and then over my middle and index finger. So instead of having two of them let me do this. So instead of it being like this, I will include my index finger. It gives me a little more support, a little more guidance. So with the knit stitch, we had our yarn held in back. For the purl stitch, we want to move our yarn in front. And what we're going to do is hold our yarn down and we're going to go in from right to left, wrap our yarn around. A lot of times I'll just hold that a little bit so it'll stay on, pull it through the loop and off. So left to right, wrap our yarn around, pull it through the loop and off. Right to left, wrap it around, go through the loop and slide it off. And this is where you don't want to pull it really tight. You want to be able to have your stitches where they're loose enough where they're going to slide easily, but not where they're going to fall off. So it takes a bit of practice to just get smooth on this. You will find that most people, purling is not their favorite stitch to do. So you won't find a lot of patterns that it's all purling. They will be much more of knit with some purl accents to them. And we're going to go over different basic stitch types. But as you're making these, you'll notice that these are all those bumps, those stitch bump, those purl bumps. And then it's smooth on the back, the V's on the back. So we're going to go all the way across. And there we've done our first row of purls. Now when you look at this, you're going to see that it's a more condensed fabric where it's like bumps, all the bumps, and on the other side, it's going to be smooth. And those are all the knit side, the back side of the purl. Now, if we go on our next row and we start purling again, it's going to end up looking like this. So whether you do every row as a knit or every row as a purl, you're going to end up with this type of fabric either way.